Okay, so today we're going to take a deep dive into something really, really fascinating.
Yeah,
Uh, the Mahakumbh Mela.
definitely.
And I think, we've all seen these incredible pictures
Mm-hmm.
of just massive crowds in India, and
It's hard to even fathom the scale.
right, and it's one of those things I think a lot of people are curious about.
Absolutely.
What's the real story here?
Right. Yeah.
What's going on? Why are all these people coming together?
What does it all mean?
What does it all mean? Yeah, so we've got some excerpts here from various sources that we're going to dive into to try to get to the bottom of that
Right, to try to unpack that a little bit. Yeah.
and really understand this incredible event.
Yeah.
But before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we should kind of set the stage a little bit.
Sure.
For listeners who might not be super familiar with the Mahakumbh Mela, what is it?
Yeah, so the Mahakumbh Mela is a Hindu pilgrimage.
Okay.
It's also a festival, and it's actually one of the largest gatherings of people anywhere on Earth.
I mean, it's hard to even comprehend the scale.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. The numbers are just astronomical.
When you see pictures of it, it's just like a sea of humanity.
Right, it's just incredible.
And it's not just like a one-time thing either, right?
No, it's this cyclical event.
Okay.
So it rotates between 4 different cities in India,
Okay.
and each city only hosts it once every 12 years.
12 years. Wow.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a long time to wait.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine, if you're a Hindu, this is something that,
Yeah,
you probably plan your whole life around.
it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many people.
Yeah. So what makes it so significant in Hindu beliefs? Like, why is this such a...
Right, so that's where we get to the real story you mentioned earlier.
Okay. All right. Tell me the real story.
The real story
Yeah.
is rooted in mythology.
Okay.
There's this epic tale about the gods and the demons.
Okay. This sounds promising already.
They're fighting over a pot of Amrit.
Amrit. What is Amrit?
Amrit is like the nectar of immortality.
Oh, wow. So this is high stakes stuff.
Oh yeah, this is a big deal, right?
Okay. So gods, demons fighting over immortality.
Right. And during this epic battle,
Mm-hmm.
drops of this Amrit supposedly fell to Earth
Okay.
at these 4 locations where the Kumbh Mela is now held.
Oh, wow. So that's where the connection is?
Exactly.
So it's not just a random,
It's not just a party.
Yeah, it's not just a party.
There's this deep mythological significance to these places.
Right. So how does that myth connect to what actually happens at the Kumbh Mela? Like, what do people actually do there?
Okay, so that's where the ritual bathing comes in.
Okay.
Right, you've probably seen pictures or videos of huge crowds of people bathing in the river.
Yeah, and I mean, is that just symbolic, or is there something more to it?
Right, it's much more than just symbolic.
Okay.
Hindus believe that by immersing themselves in the water in these sacred rivers at these very specific locations,
Okay.
and during this specific time period,
Yeah.
they can wash away their sins and achieve a state of spiritual purification.
Wow. Okay, so it's like
It's a reset button.
the reset button. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about this,
Hmm.
I think, is that, for a lot of people,
Right.
they might think of religion or spirituality as something that's very individual.
Yeah, personal journey.
A personal journey, yeah.
Mhm.
But this is an event that really brings together,
Right.
individual faith and this massive communal experience.
Exactly. It's this incredible intersection of the personal and the collective.
Right, and that's something that I think is really fascinating about the Kumbh Mela.
Yeah, it really highlights that interconnectedness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about the bathing.
Right.
There are all these other celebrations that go on during the Kumbh Mela.
Yeah, the sources we have mentioned processions and all sorts of other things.
Yeah, there are these vibrant processions
Okay.
with different sects of sadhus.
Sadhus.
Yeah, these are like holy men and women.
Okay.
Some of them, like the Naga sadhus, they've renounced all worldly possessions.
Oh, wow.
They don't even wear clothes.
Really?
Yeah, they're completely naked.
Wow, that's intense.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And witnessing their procession, it's really a powerful sight.
Yeah, I imagine.
And you'll also find devotional singing prayers,
Yeah.
massive gatherings of pilgrims from all walks of life.
It sounds like a total sensory overload.
It's incredibly vibrant.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is just charged with this energy of faith and devotion.
Yeah. So it's really a truly unique event.
Yeah, there's really nothing else quite like it.
And we're talking about these different groups of sadhus.
Mhm.
Are they all there for the same reason?
So ultimately, they're all seeking spiritual merit.
Okay.
But they have, diverse practices and beliefs. Some
Yeah.
practice intense meditation and yoga. Others devote themselves to specific deities. So
Right.
it's really like a microcosm of the diversity within Hinduism itself.
That's so interesting. So even within this one event, there's just so much,
Yeah, it's a kaleidoscope of different traditions and beliefs.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes it so fascinating.
Right, it's just this incredible tapestry of human experience.
Yeah. And, thinking about this idea of, ritual and connecting to something larger than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any personal experiences with that?
Even for those of us who aren't religious,
Mm-hmm.
I think there are these moments in life,
Right.
weddings, funerals,
Yeah.
even just gathering with family for a holiday meal.
Yeah.
They hold a kind of ritualistic significance, right?
They do.
They remind us of where we come from,
Yeah.
what we value,
Yeah.
our place in the larger story.
Yeah. That's a really beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
So, I think we've learned a lot about the Mahakumbh Mela today. It's clearly much more than just a festival.
Right.
It's a pilgrimage
Mm-hmm.
with roots in ancient mythology.
Yeah.
It's a quest for spiritual cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this incredible celebration of faith
In community.
and community, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That draws millions of people with its rituals and its vibrant traditions.
It's really something special.
Yeah, it really is. So thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And, as you go about your day today,
Mm-hmm.
think about this.
Okay.
What are the rituals or traditions, big or small,
Right.
that connect you to something bigger than yourself?
That's a great question to ponder.
Yeah.